In a world where Manchester United have fallen from glory.
You don't turn up at places like this.
And as a group of players, I don't like them.
We need to go back to what it means to play for Manchester United and play that way.
After the legendary Alex Ferguson had left, there was Moyes, then Van Gaal, then Mourinho. Ole Gunnar tried but could not succeed. Now, Manchester United's fate and glory depends on one man.
What is going on, guys? It is Drakesy back again with a brand new video. I hope you like the intro, and yeah, we're doing Soccer Manager. It's back on the channel. Can you believe it? I still can't. Honestly, I can't. If you guys are excited for this new Manchester United career mode, where we are going to absolutely win the league, win the Champions League, destroy everybody, honestly, this you should be doing it, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Take a hint right now, or else this guy's coming for your job. But if you do enjoy these videos and you want to see more, then get commenting, get liking, do all that goodness, show your support, and I'll know that you're enjoying the video. So without any further ado, let's Soccer Manager, can't even speak. Let's get Soccer Manager underway. So we've loaded it up, boys. Soccer Manager is here. Now, I have actually played this little bit. I'm not going to lie, we played it a little bit. We're just going to get the Manchester United team up. So here we are with Manchester United. I played it a little bit, as we can see in the first save here, because I wanted to kind of get a bit of a grip on the game, and I actually did, and I have been posting on my Instagram quite regularly. So if you don't follow the Instagram should be up on the screen somewhere right now, or potentially in the description. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because you know what, we're posting constantly on there. I also do a few different football edits, so be sure to go and follow that Instagram as well if you want to see Manchester United football edits. And yeah, so we've actually been updating on that, trying to see where we can go with the team. Now let's get started with a fresh season with a good understanding of the game. So we are here, a fresh, brand new season. Oh, feels weird, boys. First thing I like to do when I'm starting with a team, I'm going to look at the team that we've got. So we're starting with a formation of 4-2-3-1. It's not as attacking as I'd like. I'd like us, I believe when I've been playing this game, I think 2 attackers always seems to be better, so 2 strikers, sorry I should be saying, and potentially wing players, so maybe a 4-2-4 formation, something like that might work. But yeah, we'll look into it and stuff, and we'll potentially get the most attacking team, which in my opinion is the United way, and yeah, we'll try and build a team potentially around that. A position that I've not really used much of in this game is centre attacking mids. Any formation I've used, I tend to be dropping Jesse Lingard when I've played with him as a centre mid. So we'll see what we can try and kind of do. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually decide a formation. And around that formation, we're going to play with that formation throughout pretty much the whole season. So you guys get commenting players once we've built the formation that you want to get players in those positions for. Okay, so a formation that we're actually looking at is a 4-4-2-B. Now, I've kind of picked it out. The wingers aren't as attacking as I'd most like at the moment. But yeah, I think for a formation we've got left mid, right mid, centre defensive mid, centre attacking mid, 2 strikers and a back line of 4. I think it's consistent and potentially it will work in the overhaul run. So yeah, if you have any players that you know fit these positions that aren't there are potentially stuff like, I don't know, let's just say like forward players, maybe a left forward isn't really a position that we're looking for. We're looking maybe for a deeper lying left mid player, maybe. But for now, I'm not going to change any players. I'm just going to keep this team because I'm actually going to go ahead and sell certain players. So we'll see who we're selling right now. So we're pretty much going to run through as the positions lie out. Looking at De Gea, he's 90 rated. He's definitely a player that we want to be keeping on to. Sergio Romero, not as high as I'd like. If I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to list Sergio Romero. I would list Lee Grant, but I think Lee Grant is actually, yeah, we can't seem to sell him. I think that's because as of making this game, when this game was made, Lee Grant was a brand new transfer, so obviously you wouldn't buy a player and then sell him within the same window. So we're going to hold on to Lee Grant because we can't do anything at the moment. I think we're going to try and sell Chris Smalling as well, so let's sell Chris Smalling, let's sell Phil Jones and potentially get into much better quality centre-backs than them. Marcus Rojo's a weird one because if you look at that pace, 91 pace, That's incredible, incredible stuff. I think we'll stick him on the transfer list and see what comes in for him. What is Chris Smalling's? And yeah, so Chris Smalling has 48 pace, Phil Jones has 47 pace, Marcus Rojo has 91 pace, that's incredible. Ashley Young, we are actually going to try and sell Ashley Young as well. Nemanja Matic isn't the player he was a few seasons back, so we're going to try and sell him. Sadly, Valencia has actually gone in real life, so I think we're going to sell Valencia to kind of keep it semi-realistic, even though we're going to buy much better players than Manchester United are doing in real life. So we're going to sell Valencia for now. We're going to sell Darmian as well. You see, we're selling a lot of the club, honestly. There's a lot of dead wood that we're getting rid of. Once again, semi-realistic, we're going to sell Herrera. Keep Scott McTominay. I think we're going to keep on to him for the time being. He's young. We're also going to sell Juan Mata. Sorry guys, I thought my screen recording had just stopped. It hasn't, it's all good. So yeah, Juan Mata is getting on a bit in real life, so I think we are going to sell him just for that reason alone. I love the guy in real life and I wish he was a little bit younger, because then we would be keeping him. Pereira, once again, he's young, he's 67 rated, he's not too bad rated. Potentially the younger players further on in the window, if we get players to replace them and they might not get a game, we might loan them out so they can potentially develop at another club. Lingard has very good set piece stats in this game. So if you guys know a player with good set piece stats, I know Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the Turkish player playing for AC Milan, he has very, very good stats as a set piece taker, a penalty taker, a free kick taker. So potentially he's a player that we might try and get in. But if you guys know any other players who have good free kick stats, let me know, because we'll try and sign them. And the big player that we're actually going to try and sell is Romelu Lukaku. Now I think we can get in quite a bit of money, get a much younger striker who can develop with us over Romelu Lukaku. We also have Sanchez that we can't sell, just because he has to stay with the club, because as of making this game, he was a new transfer, so we can't sell him. So we'll try and sell Romelu Lukaku and then go from there. We also have the reserve team, so these are the players in the reserve team. My only issue with this is I just wish some of these players had higher ratings. Mason Greenwood's had a fantastic season. Tahith Chong and Angel Gomez are all fantastic players, and their stats don't really represent that in this game. So it's a bit of a shame that they've not got the best stats, but fingers crossed we can develop them. Another thing that I want to look at as well is the loan players. So yeah, here are the ratings and stats for the loan players if you guys wanted to see. We have quite a few players on loan. It's a shame they're not the highest rated. We might either loan them out again when they come back or even sell them. So our schedule is Reading, Watford and Stoke as friendlies, and then also the Crystal Palace game, which is our starting game in the Premier League. I think today we might try and do 1 or 2 games. I'm thinking about 1 game, and then we will go from there. So let's just keep having a look so far. No transfers. This is our budget. It's quite low at 70 million. I think it should be higher. And then the manager, we've played no games. So yeah, I think next thing on the board is us going to look for some players to sign. One of those players I just mentioned is in fact Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I think I'm saying the name right. I know he's really good at set pieces and free kicks, so he's potentially a player that we can get into the team. He's quite adaptable as well. He can play in the centre... losing my voice then. He can play in the centre midfield position, and as an attacking player he can also play on the left, mid and right position, so he can play across the board. So he's going to be somebody that we add to the short list. He's relatively cheap as well, so he'd be a good squad player as well. So yeah, we're going to keep an eye on him. The next player I've been looking at is in fact Kimpembe. He's 22 years old, he's 79 rated, which is pretty good in the game, and he's 40 million in value, so he's a pretty good player for us to look at. So I think what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to scout him for the time being. Don't think I'll buy anybody in this transfer window this episode. I think what I'm going to mainly look at doing is getting players on the shortlist, let you guys comment your ideas, I'll get those guys on the shortlist, and then we can potentially start buying in episode 2 and see who we can get into the squad. Remember that our budget isn't that high, so we might have to sell some players before we start sell some players before we start buying, if that makes sense. Now, as you can see from the stats that we have seen on some of these players, if you get a player that's over the rating of 80, you're actually getting a pretty good player. So the stats are different to PES and FIFA and Football Manager. And so yeah, a pretty decent player to get into this squad is actually Heung-min Son. If we look at his value, he's 50 million and he's 82 rated. When you think that Lukaku is 83 rated, Sanchez is 85 rated, I think. And then when you think that take somebody like De Gea, who's one of the best in the world, he's only 90 rated. So for Heung-min Son to be 82 rated and only 50 million, 26 years old as well, I think he's a player that we should potentially keep an eye on. A player that Manchester United have been linked to constantly in this real-life transfer window that we're going through at the moment is De Ligt. Matthijs De Ligt, a fantastic young defender, somebody that I think we should be signing up because I think he's got great potential. So we're going to add him to the shortlist and then move on from there. So the last player we're going to be looking at is Thomas Meunier, and as we can see, another fantastic player, 79 rated. He can slot in at that right back position, which is a position that we will be needing to fill. Since, you know, obviously, if we do sell Valencia in this coming time, he's also quite old, so we probably will sell him. I think Meunier is quite cheap at 40 million, 79 rated, 26 years old. He can cover that position for a good couple of years, and I think he would be a fantastic solid signing for us, which covers that position, and we can move on and get much better players in other positions. Now the final guy maybe isn't the most realistic, but he's a player that I think we can potentially aim to get in the future. It's Kylian Mbappe, 19 years old and 85 rated. I think that this guy is the perfect replacement for us as a team to Lukaku. So if we can sell Lukaku and then in the second transfer window get Kylian Mbappe in, that would be amazing, honestly. I think we need to look at other strikers for this season, but maybe in the third transfer window, because the summer and the winter one, maybe the next 2-month transfer window, the next start of the season. We need to get in somebody like Kylian Mbappe to potentially push us on to win everything. This season I'm going to aim for either the Champions League or just the Premier League. I think we can maybe grab one of them. Let's aim the Premier League more than the Champions League. If we can grab that and then move on from there in the second season, I think that would be fantastic. But like I said, at the moment we can only scout and shortlist him, so we'll shortlist him and then try and get him in the future. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of training. As we can see, we'll do basic attacking, basic defending, basic goalkeeping and basic physical. We're going to go through that procedure. Obviously you can develop this over time and improve the facilities that you give to your players. I'll show you that in a minute. So as we can see, Chris Smalling's gone up in a few positions and so has other players. So if we actually look here, on this setup we can actually improve our training. So with the blue points in the bottom right hand corner, the points that are the club points, sorry, we can look at developing these areas. So say if we look at developing, I don't know, attacking, we can actually add 1 club point onto that, and then now we actually have improved set pieces, penalties, free kicks and corners. So yeah, we can actually improve them as we go. I'll only spend 1 of them as well, so if you guys want to say where I should be spending these, let me know, because I'm not too sure. Should we spend it in scouting, stadium, training or youth academy? What I really want to do is I want to improve the rating of players. When I played my game, the only player to improve was Pogba, so I want to make sure that our players are actually upgrading in stats. So if you guys know how to do that and if that's possible, then let me know in the comment section, because I was struggling to understand how to improve player stats. They just weren't improving as I was playing the game. So we're advancing here, and we've actually had 2 approaches for players. So we've actually had an approach on Chris Smalling. Now, it's from Arsenal. I don't know whether we should really go straight into this. They have offered us 24 million, but I'm going to say, because they're a rival to us in the Premier League, I don't want them getting one of our better players. So I might say 32.5 million. Now, it's a lot, but if we say 32.5 million and Arsenal buy-in, we can buy somebody like Kimpembe and replace him, no problem. So I think that's a good deal if they go ahead with it. But yeah, I don't want to give him too cheap. And the other centre-back that we wanted shifting on is actually Phil Jones, and Phil Jones has had an approach as well. 20 million for him, his value is 22 million, so we'll probably react with a retaliation of about 27.5. I think that's okay. Let's see what they'll say back to that. So the deal has been put in for 27.5 million. Let's see what Lyon say back to that. So Arsenal have replied and they've said they will consider the offer, and they're just looking over whether they want to sign Chris Smalling. And I'm guessing, is that the same again for Jones? Yeah, so Lyon are doing the same. And then the next match, so we're going to look. We're actually playing Reading. Now Reading have a decent team, but the players that they've got, we should definitely be beating them. So we're going to go ahead and pick the team and then go on from there and see what we do with the team. Okay, so this is the lineup that we're picking. I'm going to change the tactics in a minute, I'll show you that, but first of all I'm just going to put the right players into the right positions. So I've changed up the team quite a bit, as we can see. I've changed the formation to a 4-1-3-2 formation, mainly just because we're playing against Reading in a friendly, and I thought I want to get all the attacking players in for this game to give them a chance. And literally every single attacking player that we have is in the starting lineup. It's going to be quite an interesting match. I am actually going to change tactics and stuff in a minute, but something that I forgot about is actually if you click continue in this game, like so, you are given 3 players that you get an upgrade to. So we can actually upgrade Ander Herrera, Eric Bailly, and then actually Luke Shaw as well. So once we watch these adverts, we actually get the upgrade of 9 to Ander Herrera, 4 to Bailly, and then 6 to Luke Shaw. So yeah, I forgot Luke Shaw's name then. So yeah, we'll watch these 3 adverts and then get back to you once we've watched them and get the stat upgrades to the players. So the upgrades have been applied to the players that we wanted them applying to, and as we can see, our team is looking quite strong now. Bailly's up to an 82, Herrera 84, and then Luke Shaw is an 81, so a very, very strong team there. Now, actually, when you go into the team as well, you can actually change the settings of what kind of players. You can play as a modern keeper or a normal keeper. The one that's highlighted green is the stronger performance for a player, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. So Valencia's a wing back, we're going to see Bailly as a stopper at the back. I think Chris Smalling's a stopper as well. Luke Shaw is going to be a wing back. We'll just go through and do this. Box to box midfielder for Ander Herrera. Now there isn't one that's really strong for Pogba here, so we're probably just going to keep him as an advanced playmaker. I think that works for him. Same for Anthony Martial, advanced playmaker again. Advanced playmaker again for Sanchez, because they're going to be feeding balls to the target man Romelu Lukaku. And then on top of that as well, a general forward for Rashford. So now we're going to go ahead as well, and we're going to change up what I think we should be doing. Mentality should definitely be attacking for us. I think we should have an adventurous creativity to us. Width, I think the width is okay for now. Mixed passing style, forwards should wick it into the box. Let's say a shoot on sight, wick it into the box makes more sense. Overlapping runs, let's play overlapping runs for the winging players. Yeah, let's do that, overlapping runs. And then they should play through balls for the midfielders, that makes sense. Anything else that we should be looking at? Pressing style I like. I think the back line should be back just a little bit more, just in case any balls do break past us. And then we're going to make our captain. Who's got the best captain stats? So it's actually De Gea's got the best captain stats at 81. Sanchez on a penalty, I don't think so. Who's got the best penalties in the team? Is that the best penalties? Really? You see what I mean? We need somebody who's better at penalties, because it's actually Lukaku with 72. We need some good penalty takers. Get them down in the comment section below. Let's see what else we can get. See what I mean? Some of these stats are atrocious. Look at it. So what, who's 68? Rashford's our best? And Sanchez is our best for the corners. So yeah, not the strongest team in set pieces. We definitely need some better set piece players. Let me know in the comment section below your choices. But yeah, this is going to be the lineup. Let's get going with the match against Reading. They've put out a decent team, but it's not a team that we shouldn't be beating. I have a good feeling about this match. Let's get going with it. We're lining up and getting ready for the team. And the match is underway. So just before we do that, I'm going to extend it. So yeah, so as we can see, you can choose the match control settings here. I'm going to speed the match up as quick as I can, and then have the highlights on the key highlights, not like anything that's like, you know, like a near chance. I just want the key stats that's coming up in the game. Okay, so the game is speeding along, moving along quite quickly. Come on, guys. Should we check the overview? The overview, we're definitely the stronger team so far in the overview. Come on. Come on, guys. Okay, so we've actually got an attack here building up. Lukaku with the ball, passing it through to Herrera, and Herrera's scored. You see it's starting already, guys. It's looking good. Lukaku with an assist, that's not something you usually see, but yeah, Herrera banging the ball away. It's good. It's good for a first match. Right. Have I spoke too soon? Come on, guys, get it out. Get it out. Get it out. What are you doing? I spoke too soon. Maybe the defence isn't strong enough, but we should definitely be scoring more than this already. Right, come on, Martial. Move the ball forward. Lukaku. Lukaku moves the ball on. It's a shot. Why are you taking a shot from there? Wicket into the box. That was the setting I put on our tactics. So we're actually coming into half-time now. Rashford with the ball. Oh, I thought he was going to take a shot and score then. Manone, is that in net? I forget where Manone was. Was he at Sunderland for a while? But yeah, come on. Right, Sanchez. Make something of nothing. Sanchez has scored. That's what we've been looking for. Sanchez, he's doing what he can't do in real life, and that's score goals for us. Yes, it's looking good. Like we said, we have a very attacking team here, and I'm expecting quite a few goals. So we've come in at half-time. We've got a pretty strong team indeed. A few people having a good games, a few people not so much. I think I kind of like the idea of potentially pushing Sanchez into a centre attacking mid position. Let's look at that. The only thing I would maybe change next, I can't even think of anything I'd change. I'm going to keep the team as is and then play on into the second half. And we have kicked off, we're underway. Fingers crossed for another early goal. Okay, so it's a highlight here, in from a corner. In, who's this? Who's going to get the ball? Is it Lukaku? Was that a back heel? Lukaku scoring goals as well. It's 3-1. This is what we wanted to see. We're getting well underway now with this match. Well underway. Come on. Can score a few more here. Let's get to the 60th minute and then potentially do some substitutions. I think that's only right, 65-ish. Speaking of substitutions, they've just done one, so we'll wait on a minute or two. Right, let's do some substitutions here. I think what the best idea for me would be... Ooh. Sanchez has had a good game, he's scored. Let's bring him off. Let's put Lingard in at centre attacking mid. Martial's not had the best game, but Pogba's having a good game. I think what we'll do, just to kind of get the players out, get the legs stretching, let's put Juan Mata on as an attacking player again. Let's put Lingard on, like I said. And let's keep the third substitution for a centre-back, maybe bring on Lindelof, just in case Bailly or Smalling get a little bit more tired. But yeah, if we actually look now at the roles in the team, we can actually change them to, if I flick across to the right one, look at Lingard. So Lingard has really good set pieces, probably the best in the team. If I just skip to him, let's skip to him here. So yeah, he's got some very good stats on his card, but I think we can have better, so let me know. So the substitutions are going off, Pogba and Sanchez on and off for Mata and Lingard respectively. So we've got a highlight here, it's coming into the ball. What was that? Was that off the bar? Juan Mata, the substitution, super sub. I don't know who headed it off the bar. Was it Lingard who hit the bar and then Mata? Look at Mata, calm down. Mata's going to run out of pace if he carries on. Bloody hell. Jeez. Ran all of his fitness down. Let's give it there. Right, let's bring on a player, like I said, let's bring on, just to close out the game. The centre-backs are having a good game though. I don't know whether we should sub them off. Let's bring on Ashley Young. I think Ashley Young's a good one as a wing-back. He's not the automatic choice, but I think if we bring on Young, players might see, you know, some teams might see him play and then come in to offer a bid for him. So Young's going to get on for the last 20 minutes of the game, last 10 minutes, sorry, of the game. Closing it out. I'm okay with a 4-1. A 4-1 is a very good scoreline to start off the season, friendly or not. Okay, let's go forward from here. Come on. And that's full time. Full time, 94 minutes long, 4 minutes of extra time, and that is full time. 4-1 for Manchester United. Kind of expected, to be fair, but you know, always good to see. Once again, after a match ends, we have the manager points, so we're going to watch this advert. I'll cut this out. As we watch the advert, we're then going to get the option to get more manager points, which help us upgrade stuff like training, the stadium, and youth academies. So let's look at the stats in from the game. We had 18 shots, 6 on target, so we absolutely dominated. Good for Ander Herrera. It's a shame he's gone in real life, but he actually got the man of the match for getting that goal. Let's just check the home stats. So as we can see, we were at home. Juan Mata got a goal. Jesse Lingard did get an assist, so I do think it was him who hit it off the crossbar. Sanchez got a goal and an assist for Lukaku, which is good to see. Ander Herrera a goal, Pogba an assist, and then Luke Shaw a guy that got an assist as well. So I think what we might actually show at the bottom of the screen is actually the highest rated and our top goal scorer in the club as well, and top assister. So I think that's some stats that we can kind of keep going through as the season progresses, so we can see who our top assist and top goal scorers are in the club. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below your ideas. A 4-1 win is fantastic, so give us a like. Come on, let's support the team for that. And be sure to subscribe for the next video, which will hopefully be coming very, very soon indeed. But for now, this is episode 1. Thank you very much for watching. Let's have a look at the team as well. So this is the team that we've got. Let's see where we need improvements. Look at this team and choose who you want to improve. And then let's just check quickly, wrong position here, let's check our shortlist. So these are players that I've picked. If you like some of these players, then let me know, or if you have your own, let me know them and I'll get them on the shortlist. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I have been Drakesy and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much.